crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2 games to none. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Milwaukee Brewers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting San Francisco. Bochy sets his guys up like this. Get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Angel Pagan will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
You know, these guys got to be feeling a little shell shock right now coming into Game 3. Almost like they don't even know what hit them. They were so good all year at home, and then to go out and lose the first 2 games of a 5-game series, now that's never a good sign. So I think you have to look at this game and be worried about guys pressing up there, trying to make up for those 2 losses in one at-bat, and that might make things worse.
Nori Aoki is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here comes a 1-2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Buster Posey will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Brandon Belt will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Now a ball lined towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Hunter Pence will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a 2-seamer. seamer, and the inning is over. Starting lineup for the Brewers looks like this. About time for the home nine to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. In the air to right center. Pence will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away. Gerardo Parra will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Jonathan Lucroy will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. And Pagan will glide over and put it away as that ends the inning. Casey McGee leads things off now in the top half of the second. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Now the pitch. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Out to short for Segura. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Joe Pennant steps in now. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
The pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 0-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. This is sent on the ground now for the first baseman, Lind. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Chris Davis will start things off in the bottom of the second. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
And these guys come into this game 3 riding high. Remember, now they were the underdogs in this series. They're not supposed to be winning right now. But they went out and took both of the first 2 games on the road in that hostile environment. Jeez, now you get to come home looking to finish the job here in style and move on to the next round.
Adam Lind will get his first shot at it here. First pitch on the way. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Scooter Gennett will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Good lead off the set. Hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. Throw by Pagan is there. He is out at the plate. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's the powerful Aramis Ramirez. TV set. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
He waits, now the pitch. And there he goes towards second. And here's a ball hit in the air. He's ready, now the pitch. They'll try it again from first. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes another 0-2. Try it one more time for second. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Bottom of the second here with no score. Another 0-2 coming. Again, he's off for second. And this is lifted to shallow center field. And Pagan will tuck this one away, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And this will be fouled away. Now here it comes. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Angel Pagan will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2. Noriaoki will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Fastball in there for a called strike. And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Well hit, but I think he pulled it a bit too much. It's a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Gene Segura makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Lined into left center. And a leap is short, but it's over his glove, and it could be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the pointers in, and then letting him swing away.
Jimmy Nelson will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And the runner back in standing. Now here's the first pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Luis Sardinas will come on now and run at third base following the injury. He's set. Now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency happen.
He's ready now. The pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking, and you've got to put this ball in front.
Pence is there. Let's see if they try it. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Oh, that was taking a big risk. You've got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business. And he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner's just able to slide by safely.
Here's Carlos Gomez. swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Aoki is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Gerardo Parra will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
That's well hit and caught at second by Panic. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Luis Sardinas will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 62.
Buster Posey is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Well, as we've seen so far, this is an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Here comes the 1-2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning. Brandon Belt is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled back. The right-hander deals on 1-2. 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. They'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth. Hunter Pence will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double. Casey McGee will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Jonathan Lucroy will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. And the first pitch of the inning here is promptly laced into center field for a leadoff single. Chris Davis will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And Pagan is there to put this one away, and that's your first out. Adam Lind will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Runner goes for second. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Lind awaits the 0-1. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Scooter Gennett will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Peavy set. Now the pitch. Runner goes. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. On the move again from first. And he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. And they'll tag him out between first and second. A careless mistake that time, and the inning is over. Joe Pennant will stand in to lead things off here. And his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Brandon Crawford will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Jake Peavy will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Angel Pagan will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Hit hard to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. First pitch to him. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Aramis Ramirez will try it again. He flew out his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo home run there for Aramis Ramirez. His first homer here in the series. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Now the pitch. Here's a softly hit ball back to him on the mound. Whoa, but that's just self-defense as he spears it for the out. Jimmy Nelson will dig in. He drove in a run with a sacrifice fly his first time. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Pence will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Brewers get one on the home run by Aramis Ramirez. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Nori Aoki will stand in. A lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Buster Posey will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Brandon Belt will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Carlos Gomez will stand in again. He's blown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And now the left-hander Jeremy Affeldt is up and throwing in the Giants bullpen. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And this will be handled by Pence for the first out. Gerardo Parra will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double. Jonathan Lucroy will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. A look from Peavy, and now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Aoki comes on now and puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning. Chris Davis will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
1-1 on the way. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They're up 2-0. Hunter Pence will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. And here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And he's got himself a base hit. Joe Panik will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They're still down. It's 2-0. Adam Lind will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. And now Broch is going to make his way out toward home plate. And it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Scooter Gennett will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Aramis Ramirez will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone. Luis Sardinas will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Jimmy Nelson will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big time.
Your attention, please. These changes for San Francisco.
Now the pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Leading off for the Giants.
Here's the first offering.
Duffy.
Out of play. Now here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here it comes. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Now another 2-2. And he'll take strike 3 call. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away. Angel Pagan will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. Nori Aoki will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now,
Here's where trying to do too much, come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes the throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
that's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Comes set, now the pitch. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
And they're working the outer half here, but that moves wide for ball 3. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Carlos Gomez will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a hard-hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Well, he got a lot of that ball, but nothing to show for it to start the home 8. Now some action out in the Giants' bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and the right-hander get loose. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit. Far around second. He's heading for third. And he's going to get there with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Jonathan Lucroy is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Here's a hard-hit ball back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Javier Lopez will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. Chris Davis will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Aoki back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Adam Lind will dig in. He doubled his last time. Now the first pitch. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit. Scooter Gennett stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. First pitch here is swung on and chopped toward the right side of the infield. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. Brandon Belt will be the one to start things off, with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Goes the other way, and he got a lot of it out to deep left. Davis is there, 1 away. Hunter Pence will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Gennett is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Casey McGee will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and that's going to land foul. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball.
And the Brewers are a step closer. They've advanced to the National Championship Series.
Good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
Steve Lyons and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ballgame this afternoon for the victorious Brewers: 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 more. They left 6 men on base.